Jay, I love how creative you are with flowers.
Well, thank you.
You know, one of the things that's become so popular is this idea of the flower crown.
Right.
There's so many wonderful ways to do this, and I love your technique because it's so simple, and I just thought it would be fun to show our friends how really simple it is and how you can really get the wow factor.
You can, and I like a big chunky flower crown.
I do too.
I want there to be big flowers in it.
Capital C crown.
Yes, I want drapiness going on.
Yeah.
So the thing that we start with is we start with a piece of aluminum wire.
Right, and this is pretty heavy. I mean, it's thick.
It's thick, but it's very pliable.
Yeah, I can see that, right.
And so we've made a little hook at the end, and I just twist that off.
Sure.
And this is gonna be what's gonna attach around our head, so then we measure.
Yeah. So it's sort of, there's the diameter of your head, but you've got a little bit left here. It looks like you have about, what, 5-6 inches there.
Yeah, so I bend it where that's gonna be.
Right.
So then when we're finished, this goes through there.
Right.
And then that completes our ring.
So that's sort of your hat band.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
And you can adjust it according to if you want it on, if you want to wear it back here, if you want it to be more around
forward.
your head. Because it's going to get about an inch or an inch and a half bigger as we go all the way around.
I wondered about that because it does begin to take up a little bit of the diameter.
And that's nice because then it doesn't fall down around your neck.
Right.
So yeah,
it becomes a floral necklace, right?
Exactly. So then our next thing is we use this craft covered wire, and it's called bind wire. But I love it because it's pliable.
Yeah.
And it comes in several colors. So then we simply start wrapping. So you can see this is where that little loop is.
Yeah,
My
there it
little
is.
loop is down here at the end.
Yep, there it is.
And so we just lay our flowers onto that piece of wire. So first steps would be to just lay that guy on there and wrap the craft wire around the outside. I start with a piece of greenery and I might add in a eucomis, I might add in a gardenia, I might add in a gerberondo gerbera.
Right. So here you can see what's going on. I mean, you started with a piece of aspidistra there, and then there's that pittosporum. But I can see you've worked in the clematis, the roses, there's that eucomis, the pineapple lily, which is so easy to grow in the garden. And so many of these are familiar garden flowers.
This says garden party
Doesn't it?
When you have a flower crown. I had a friend the other day who told me she was just having a bad day. And she decided she was going to go out in her garden and make a flower crown. And so then she sent me pictures of her washing the dishes with her flower crown, mowing the lawn with her flower crown,
right.
because it makes her feel better.
She looked like the goddess Flora.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
So this is one that you finished over here just a few minutes ago, which is just absolutely gorgeous.
Right.
And I have to put it on here just to see how it fits. I think it fits just right.
I did perfect.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Is there any special technique that you've learned over the years to sort of finish it off? We see the tip, that's so natural and feather-like.
As we get to the end, we want to make sure that we trim these.
Right.
And if you'll remember, we would build this all the way to the end, but this is where the loop's going to go through that end.
Sure.
But as we bring this down, we want to come to a diminishing point.
Yep.
And so you'll notice that as we get tighter down there, and if there's anything, if you want to go back up, you can go back up and catch again.
Right. If you wanted to add a few more, fill them in. Yep.
The thing I've noticed is when someone makes a flower crown and they put it on, there's this smile that beams over their face. You feel great when you're wearing flowers.
I've been beaming ever since I had mine on, yeah.
It's
wonderful.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Jay, these are great. Thank you so much for sharing your creativity with us.